Oh, hiya. How you doing? Didn't know you were here. Just catching a few rays in the garden. Making the most of the sunshine. What? I am working. Yeah. Thinking grand thoughts while I sunbathe. Thoughts like, a dog's left or right-handed? I'll write that one down. That'll be next week's sermon. And anyway, I'm allowed to be getting into the holiday mood because I'm about to go on holiday. I'm quite excited because I think it's the first time in this mad year that we've been having, I've got some proper time off. I've got 3 weeks off. I know, 3 weeks, ridiculous. Originally, I was going to be going to Tokyo with see a friend of mine from Australia and enjoy the Olympics, but that was a long time ago and many things have changed since then. But I still got 3 weeks off, which is fab because I love holidays. I'm not quite, going as exotic, though I am going to Trouse and to Blackpool. So, there's beauty, certainly, in the former of those places. So it should be a good few weeks. So don't worry, keep watching the videos. I or one of our church friends will be taking the midweek ones, and we've got some fab preachers lined up for Sunday too. But I am excited. We're nearly there. I'm nearly at the holiday stage. And I do love holidays. I love travelling, whether it's the UK or further abroad. I love everything about a holiday. I love the planning. I can be an obsessive planner, plan things years in advance sometimes. Looking up, Googling TripAdvisor. Oh, what are the best things to do there? Can I book them now? What dates are these open? I love the journey of it. Whether that's a road trip, I love a road trip. I know, weird for a non-driver. But the flight, I think airports are one of my favourite places. Bit awkward with the whole environmental issue. Train journeys, oh my word, I love a train journey. I've already booked one for this holiday. A steam one, should be amazing. Boats, yeah. And then when you get there, they're meeting different people, seeing different things, spending time outdoors, spending time just sitting and reading. Oh, it's going to be amazing. There's just one thing about holidays that I'm not so keen on. And I think it's because of my apathy when it comes to my clothes. I know some of you think my clothes and dress sense is highly cultivated and highly cultured. I don't even know what I'm saying because clearly that's not true. Clothes don't mean much to me. But so it's partly to do with that and partly to do with my laziness that I just can't abide packing. It's kind of the last thing I do. Sometimes literally the last thing I do. I know when I went for a month backpacking around India, I had a friend's wedding the night before the flight, and I found myself packing at about 3 in the morning just before leaving for the airport. But then I know that most places around the world you go, if you forget something, whatever it is, you can pick it up there. I've realised that that's from a privileged position of having the wealth to do so. But yeah, if I forget a t-shirt or if I don't have a jumper or even a toothbrush, I can pick one up somewhere. So, not a big fan of packing, partly because of my apathy when it comes to clothes. And yet I know that our clothes can say something about us. There's a great bit in The Devil Wears Prada, the film, where the Anne Hathaway character, says, "Oh, I don't really care about clothes. I don't really know much about this stuff." And then the Anna Wintour, is that the fashion designer character, played by Meryl Streep, completely eviscerates her and just goes through what she's wearing and why she's wearing it and when they decided that colour was going to be that colour season and that style and the designer. And she shows that actually, even if you think you don't care about clothes, other people are influencing the clothes you wear and why. But then that got me to thinking for this week's challenge, invitation, sharing. I was thinking, what item of clothes, of your clothing, says something about you? Perhaps it's an item of clothing that you think, well, if I was going to be an item of clothing, I would be a Big Mac. That's also something you can eat. I would be a pair of boots. I would be a comfortable tracky bottoms. I would be a dinner jacket, whatever it might be. and I'm going to give you an example in a minute. Or it might be there's a special item of clothing in your cupboard that you only wear for very special occasions, or you last wore at a family wedding or at a big celebration. And whenever you see that item of clothing, maybe even smell it, it reminds you of that day or of a special person. So, yeah, which item of clothing says something about you? And we're going to share that this week. I was going to do... Oh, I'll save that for another day. I'll save that for, perhaps a deeper sharing, but you know, it's holiday time. Let's talk about clothes. Let's embrace that. So I'm going to share with you my item of clothing. So I'm just going to pop you down there. You can have a little look. I don't think there's any cobwebs up there. So it shouldn't take too long. Don't get excited. This isn't one of the ABBA outfits, line outfits or anything. This is, I think, the item of clothing that speaks about me, and it is... Wow, my phone storage cut out at perhaps just the right time there. A real cliffhanger. I know you would be on the edge of your seats, but this is my item of clothing. It is one of my favourite hoodies, and I'd say if I was an item of clothing, I think I would be a hoodie. You know, a bit casual, a bit comfortable, nothing that special or safe for grand occasions. But yeah, something comfortable enough. And certainly for me, it's the item of clothing I kind of most identify with. When I wear this, I know I'm relaxed. I might be just lying around the house or just seeing friends. Nothing too formal or taxing on the old noggin. And this one especially speaks of who I am a bit, I guess. Frayed at the edges, well, yeah. Past its best, yeah. But also, I wore this hoodie on my very first day at university when I was an undergrad. I was a little bit older than some. I was 20 because I had a couple of years between school and university. But I still remember wearing this jumper on that first day as I nervously met the other housemates in my halls. So. There it is. I know we might question gap and labels, and we should be more aware of the dangers of fast fashion, certainly. And Lily Cole. Why can't I say that word? Lily Cole. There you go. For those who are interested, has I think just written a really great book. I read an article about it. About what our fashion says about us and about our way of living. So you might want to look that up. So please share what item of clothing speaks about who you are, represents who you are. And send it to the usual places, WhatsApp group, the Facebook group, or, and I thought about this, and in fact I said it on the phone, not realising that it wasn't recording anymore, to Marcia's address, which will be here on your screen. As I will be away. Thanks, Marcia. And she will liaise with Beth Ann, and we'll have those up for next week. A little gallery. Feel free to take a photo of yourself wearing it. You can just share it just through words or a little photo of you wearing it. And what it reminds you of, why it's important to you, why it represents you, any of those things. Because believe me, we're not going to have many fashion items of midweek reflection. So that's the invitation for this week. Along with the before and after haircuts, you can see I've had one. If you didn't see me on Sunday, hair, I haven't done anything to it today. I've been cleaning most of today because I've got someone coming into my house for the first time since mid-March. So I got the Hoover out, possibly for the first time since mid-March, and have had a good clean of the house. Telling you this, I have no idea why, but we're going to keep going. So before and after haircuts, please share them, and we'll share them perhaps next week because we've got a few, but we're giving people one last chance to send them in. And of course, last week I do the national anthems to remind us that we are an interconnected people, that human-made boundaries mean nothing when it comes to our common humanity, that God's love transcend such borders. And at first, you were a little slow, a little reticent in sharing these. I was a bit scared that you were going to be a bunch of shy Sheilas and timid Todds. But then we got a flood in and some really great examples, and they're going to be shown once I stop talking. Along with a couple of people sent in videos or recommended videos of the national anthems from where they come or where they now live, and we can't include them within this video for rights reasons, but we will have a playlist. So if you look down on the web page where this is shown, they will be further down. So George, I think yours is there. Lee Swan, I think yours is there, and maybe some others. So thanks for sharing. We are one global family of sisters and brothers, and this brother is going on holiday. So have a great few weeks. Keep well, keep safe. I hope whatever happens in the good times or the bad times, that you are aware of God's presence with you in all that you're doing. And I shall see you on the other side. Oh, yeah. Did I say that bit? I've taken this so many times now, once on my phone, once on here, and it didn't record, that I can't remember if I said there will be midweek reflections. We've got some great people lined up to do them, and some fantastic preachers on a Sunday. So keep watching the videos, and I shall see you when I get back. All the best, etc. Bye.
Mae hyn wlad fy nhadau yn annwyl I mi, gwlad bair a chantorion, enwogion o fri. Ei gwrol ryfelwyr, gwlad garwyr tramad, tros ryddid collasant ei gwaed. Gwlad, gwlad, pleidio lwyf i'm gwlad, tramor yn fyr, i'r byr hoff bai, o bydded i'r hyn iaith barhau. Hyn Gymru fynyddig, paradwys a bardd, pob dyffryn, pob clogwyn, i'm golwg sydd hardd. Trwy deimlad gwlad garol, mor swynol yw si, ein nentydd afonydd I mi. Gwlad, gwlad, pleidio lwyf i'm gwlad, tramor yn fyr, i'r byr hoff bai, o bydded i'r hyn iaith barhau. Os treisiodd y gelyn fy ngwlad dan ei droed, mae hen iaith y Cymru mor fyw ag erioed. Ni luddiwyd yr awen gan erchyll law brod, na thelyn berseiniol fy ngwlad. Gwlad, gwlad, pleidio lwyf i'm gwlad, tramor yn fyr, i'r byr hoff bai, o bydded i'r hyn iaith barhau.
With a good sword and a trusty shield, a faithful heart and true, King James's men shall understand what Cornish men can do. And how they fix the where and when, and shall Trelawney die, here's 20,000 Cornishmen will know the reason why. And shall Trelawney live, and shall Trelawney die, here's 20,000 why. Out spake the captain brave and bold, a merry wight was he. Though London Tower Michael's hold will set Trelawney's free. We'll cross the Tamar land to land, the Severn is no stay. Then one and all and hand in hand, and who shall bid us nay? And shall Trelawney live, and shall Trelawney die? Here's 20,000 Cornish men will know the reason why. And when we came through London Wall, a pleasant sight to view. Come forth, ye cowards all, here are better men than you. Trelawney's he's in keep and hold, Trelawney he may die, but 20,000 Cornish men will know the reason why. And shall Trelawney live, and shall Trelawney die? Here's 20,000 Cornish men will know the reason why.
Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit hilft das deutsche Vaterland. Danach lasst uns alles streben, hüdelig mit Herz und Hand. Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit, wenn des Glückes unverfand. Du im Glötze dieses Glückes, du deutsches Vaterland.
Hi everyone, this is the national anthem of Samoa that we learned in Sing for Life for the match between Wales and Samoa, I think in 2013. Samoa tula ima si la fu a lo palelea fa I ina fesu olo ua agia ai le fa ai logolea o Yesu namalu. O Samoa e umau lau pule ia fa avavau a te fefe o le tua alota vabe o lota sa o lotoga Samoa tula ia agia ia lau fu a lo palelea.
Right, I'm going to try a new anthem, something that's new to me. So I've always wondered what happened to the Austrian national anthem, because back in the 18th century, one of my favourite composers, Franz Joseph Haydn, wrote a lovely tune, an anthem, which was then adopted by Austria as their national anthem. And we know it as the hymn, Glorious Things of Thee are sung to it. Glorious things of Thee are spoken. And you also recognise that as being the German national anthem, and they took it over in the 1920s. And of course, after the Second World War, it was a little bit sort of non-PC to have that anthem. So Austria went away and found a different anthem. They found some music. It's a bit dubious as to who wrote it. They think maybe another of my favourite composers, Mozart, an Austrian composer, had his hand in it, but that's actually a little bit doubtful. Nevertheless, they actually got somebody to, I'm not sure whether they had a competition or what have you, but they had people putting in lyrics, and the person whose lyrics they actually adopted in the end was somebody called, if I get the name correct, Paula von Preradovic. not sure if I've pronounced that correctly, but that is actually a woman. So it's one of the few anthems actually written by a woman. And the lyrics, a sort of literal translation, I'll just do the first verse, goes like this. Land of mountains, land by the river, land of fields, land of cathedrals, land of hammers with a promising future, home to great daughters and sons, people highly gifted for beautiful arts, highly praised Austria, highly praised Austria. And the German, it's a German anthem, and they go something like this. Excuse my German, it's a bit rusty. Land der Berge, Land am Strome, Land der Ecke, Land der Dome, Land der Hämmer, zukunftsreich, Heimat große Töchter und Söhne, Volk begnadet für das Schöne, vielgerühmtes Österreich, vielgerühmtes Österreich. And so, I'm gonna give it a go. See how it goes. Land der Berge, Land am Strome, Land der Ecke, Land der Dome, Land der Hämmer, zukunftsreich, Heimat große Töchter und Söhne, Volk begnadet für das Schöne, vielgerühmtes Österreich, vielgerühmtes Österreich.
And walk yon obri, a good old revel with Glasgow with Trabat, Trosreddit Corsasan, a quiet, glad, played your Louis glad, Tramor and beer, beer, oh, by, Henya.